I don't think it goes very well with those pants.
Gray, anything goes with gray. Mr. Goth Boy. Welcome back into the Rowdy Studio, where I, Stephen Levine, and he, Tom Vandervoort, are ready to talk Richmond International Raceway. Certainly one of my favorite tracks. I know it's one of yours as well.
Short track racing.
And we're Virginians.
Yeah, we're Virginians, and it's a great racetrack, side-by-side racing. Drivers love it there for that reason. Apparently, it's a terrible thing at Bristol, but we love it at Richmond, side-by-side racing. And you will see a fair amount of speed on this 0.75-mile D-shaped oval. The tricky part of the racetrack, fans, turn 2, where the car gets kind of light.
Why are you giving all this information out when we have Dale Earnhardt Jr. ready to give all this information out?
Let's bring Junior in. Let's hear what he has to say.
Come on, Junior, just ignore him. What is the key to getting around Richmond successfully and setting yourself up for victory lane?
Well, just like any short track or oval racetrack that I'm familiar with, just roll in the center, getting the car to turn in the middle and roll the center good so you can apply the throttle soon for the exit is important. Richmond has different ways you can get around the corner, so if your car needs the ability to move around and work a middle or a high groove even, that's important as well. But rolling the bottom really fast through the center, trying to get the power down as quick as you can, that's important.
Turn 2, is that tricky at all? My old buddy Rick Mass tells me turn 2 is a little tricky coming off there. Car gets a little light.
Yeah, that is a interesting transition off the corner. A lot of wheel spin right there, a lot of lack of forward bite, and if the car's tight in the center, that problem becomes worse. So really, the middle of the corner sort of preludes what happens to the exit, and that's an important.
So if you don't have the middle right.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't turn in the middle, you got a lot of wheel in the car, and your forward bite's worse when you try to put the power down.
See, I was right. Just what Junior said. He said, thank you very much. You're right. Turn 2 is tricky. But yeah, roll in the center of the corner so you can set up the exit. That's the key to handling it.
But that's not terribly unique to an oval racetrack, but it is perhaps a little trickier coming off of turn 2 at Richmond for reasons that Junior just explained. And you know what, Bass? Try as I might, I wanted to pick Junior to win this race.
Yeah,
because he's a guest on our video today, because I'm not afraid to pander to the Junior Nation. I really, really wanted to pick him, but when I was looking over his record here, since his last win, the first race of 2006, he has just one top 10.
Yeah, that's the thing about it, is this seems like it should be one of Junior's best tracks. I mean, he does have 3 wins here.
Right.
So that's pretty good, but it has been a while, so you wonder, is he going to get the feel back for Richmond? Certainly, with Steve Letarte, he seems like he's capable of kind of getting back to those signature performances.
He's running better than ever.
Absolutely.
So you want, that's why I thought, okay, if Junior's going to break through again at Richmond, it could be this year, but
the thing about Richmond is this. There are several drivers that really like this track and really run well here, that have had signature performances. There's a very long list of guys.
Yeah.
Especially if you go back to looking at Junior with 3 wins. Kevin Harvick won here the last time we were here. Denny Hamlin's been dominant here at times.
But
so has Kyle Busch.
Nobody's been more dominant than Kyle Busch. He's won 3 of the last 6. Yep. I think he has 12 top 10s and 14 starts.
Oh yeah, I mean it was a long time before he even finished outside the top 5 at this track.
Yeah.
So this is a great track for Kyle.
He's been off this season.
He's been off this season. So Denny, Kyle, Tony Stewart used to run great here. Jimmy Johnson has been dominant here at times. Ryan Newman in his early days was very good at Richmond.
I looked at Jimmy Johnson, and yes, he has 2 wins here, but his average finish is over 17, which also tells you that he's had some really, really poor finishes.
He has, but honestly, until last year, he'd been very good here lately. So I look for him to be up at the front. Just a lot of guys.
Clint Boyer is a guy that
you
could easily see running up front, who has won here before. Another guy who's won here before that I'm kind of feeling, he was your pick last weekend, I believe.
Yeah.
Jeff Gordon. He's only got 2 victories here, believe it or not. I mean, 2 victories. Who a lot of people would give their eye teeth to have 2 victories, but he is always fairly consistent here.
I'd give my eye teeth for a nickel.
I think he finished 3rd here last fall.
Yeah, I mean Jeff Gordon has run well here in the past. Had a long stretch where he was kind of missing the setup here also. So just a lot of guys who could figure this track out. But if you had to pick one guy after winning Kansas last week, and he did win at Phoenix, it's hard to pick against Denny right now, isn't it?
It is hard to pick against Denny. It would not shock me in the least to see him make it 2 races in a row. And the guy he beat out, Martin Truex Jr., not traditionally strong at Richmond, but who the hell knows with him anymore?
Yeah,
but Denny's a great pick.
Yeah, Denny's a good pick. And I do think if Kyle Busch is going to get his season rolling, then you would expect him to show up here and very possibly win this
So
race.
are you going with Denny?
I'm going to go with Kyle. How about that?
Oh, did the old switcheroo.
Yeah, sorry, Denny. Last time I picked you, you didn't come through.
I'm not going to go with either of them. I'm going to go with the 24 Drive Dan Hunger Chevrolet, driven by...
I think that's a bit of a reach.
It is a bit of a reach, but
like
that's why I like it.
Yeah, that's what I did last week. Didn't work out so good.
Jeff Gordon.
All right. Kyle Busch.
All right.
We'll see you next time.